afternoon, viewers. Welcome to Ostra Midweek News at noon. I shall be reviewing some of the major headlines making the rounds in the newspapers today. I am Iluyomade Oreoluwa. And now let's start with the political news. Obasa APC protesters clash over local government primary outcome. Tinubu's second term, non-negotiable, says Okwebolo. Atiku is Nigeria's most popular defector. He should write a book, says Oshomole. Ondo APC chair abducted. APC to hold summit on Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. And now other news in details. The Presidential Campaign Council of Agege and Oreoluwa, under the banner of the All Progressive Congress, on Tuesday locked horns with the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, and his group over the results of the party's primaries ahead of the July 12 local government elections. The party's primaries for all 20 local government areas and 37 local county development areas in respect of chairmanship and councillorship elections were held on Saturday, May 10, 2025, at the party's state secretariat, Ikeja. However, controversies and protests from aggrieved APC members in Lagos have continued to trail the process and results of the primaries. Governor Monday Okwebolo of Edo State says President Bola Tinubu's second-term bid in 2027 is non-negotiable. Okwebolo, who stated this at the government house in Benin during a visit by the South-South Monarchs Forum, rallied traditional rulers from the region to back President Tinubu's re-election. Senator Adams Oshomole has described former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as the most prominent political defector in Nigeria's history, suggesting that he is best suited to author a book on the subject. Speaking during an interview on Politics Today, a Channels television program aired on Tuesday, Oshomole cited Atiku's long history of party switches as evidence of his deep experience in political realignment. Chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Ward 5, Ostra local government area of Ondo State, Nelson Adekboyigi, has been kidnapped. Adekboyigi was abducted on a 4-Owo highway. Ondo police spokesman, Ayolade Olayinka Olusola, who confirmed the abduction, said a manhunt had been launched for the release of the victim. The All Progressive Congress has fixed May 22 to hold a national summit to assess the implementation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda and chart a strategic path forward. In a notice signed by the party's national secretary, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, the event was described as a platform for dialogue, reflection, and strategic planning for both the party and the country. Now the sports news. Nigeria's national track records under spotlight ahead of NSF 2024. UEFA Premier League. Super Eagles striker Awoniyi in coma after emergency surgery. I've no problem with Real Madrid, says Ancelotti. Egypt 2025. Zubairu tips Flying Eagles to thrash arch rivals South Africa. And now the sports news in details. As the 2024 National Sports Festival approaches, anticipation is building not only for the spectacle of athleticism, but also for the possibility of history being rewritten. In this first part of a series for Punch Sports Extra, Olamide Abe takes a closer look at the reigning national records in track events ahead of the most important domestic competition of the year. Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awoniyi is in an induced coma after undergoing emergency surgery, according to the Daily Mail. Awoniyi was injured in the closing stages of Nottingham Forest's 2-2 draw with Leicester City in the Premier League on Sunday. Early on Tuesday, the club released a statement which said the Nigerian was recovering well so far following urgent surgery on a serious abdominal injury. Carlo Ancelotti said on Tuesday he has no problem with Real Madrid ahead of his departure from the club at the end of the season to take over the Brazil national team. The veteran Italian will become Selicao boss on May 26, the day after Madrid's last La Liga match of the campaign. Coach Aliou Zubairu has assured that the Nigeria under-20 squad will be even better when they take on South Africa's Amajita in the first semi-final of the ongoing CAF Under-20 Cup of Nations in the city of Ismailia tomorrow. Now, moving on to the business news. Fuel import ban fears reignites Dangote marketers' role. Standard Organization of Nigeria destroys substandard imported products worth billions. FAANI's revenue increase from special landing facilities. Oil spill. Oando repairs short facility in Bayelsa. Now this business news in details. Oil marketers have declared that the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and others in Nigeria may raise the pump price of petrol from 1,500 naira per litre once there is an outright ban on fuel importation. While the National Publicity Secretary of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Udadike, affirmed this, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria said Petroran could not predict any price, but stressed that there will be a surge in price if the federal government stops fuel importation. The Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, has destroyed substandard imported tires, electrical cables, steel doors, and spark plugs, which fail to meet the minimum safety and quality standards required in Nigeria. A vertiport is a designated area for the takeoff, landing and servicing of vertical takeoff and landing VTOL aircraft, including air taxis, drones, and other electrical vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) vehicles. Oando PLC, the indigenous firm that acquired Nigeria Agib Oil Country (NAOC), says the repairs work in the affected sections of the Ogboimbiri flow station in southern Ijo LGA swamps, which feeds crude to the oil firm's export terminal at Brass in Bayelsa, has been completed. The oil firm also stated that it recorded 4 operational oil spills from October 2024 till date. And now the entertainment news. Diddy faces life in prison over shocking sex trafficking allegations. Funke Akindele featured among Hollywood's most influential women in international film. Burna Boy, Rema, Ira Star, others bagged nominations for 2025 BET Awards. And now the entertainment news in detail. Prosecutors in the sex trafficking trial involving Sean Diddy Combs have alleged that the rapper once formed a male escort to urinate in the mouth of his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Opening statements began on May 12, following the conclusion of jury selection. Combs previously pleaded not guilty to charges including 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking, and 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. Actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele is thrilled to be featured in the Hollywood Reporter's prestigious list of the most influential women in international film. She expresses her gratitude and humility on Instagram, acknowledging the honor of being recognized among 46 trailblazing women from around the globe. A quintet of Nigerian Afrobeat stars, Burna Boy, Tems, Rema, Ira Star, and Charlie Poppy, were among the nominees. Ira Star led the continent with 3 nominations, including Best Female R&B/Pop Artist, Best New Artist, and Best International Act. Tems bagged 2 nominations in the BET Her category for empowering tracks, Burning and Hold On. Rema, Charlie Poppy, and Burna Boy earned 1 nomination each. Burna Boy was nominated for Best Male Hip Hop Artist, Rema for Best International Act, and Charlie Poppy for Best New International Act. And now we've come to the end of Ostra Midweek News at noon. Thank you for listening. See you next week, same time, same channel. Thank you.